Hello everyone, this is Drew with Drew Drives that grabs family dealerships, and today let's go for a drive in this 2013 Nissan Maxima 3.5 SV. This vehicle has 290 horsepower with a 3.5 liter V6 and with a continuously variable transmission. Nice heavy steering. You have column-mounted shift paddles, which comes in the SVs and the SRs. And here's the backup camera. Similar screen to what you found in a lot of Nissans from this time, and also Infinity products. You have two sunroofs. I made a video on the 2023 Maxima SR and I was also confused about the two sunroofs there. It's kind of cool that the sedan has two sunroofs. I like that. You also have a rear sunshade. That's a new one. Very interesting. Heated seats. Oh, and the driver's seat's ventilated too. That's kind of cool. This one has a blue exterior, but these are aftermarket headlights on this specific car. And here's the rear seats. The rear deck lid spoiler. Dual outlet exhaust. Let's get this car out on the road and see how it drives. The steering's actually really heavy. It's nice. Nice hydraulic steering, feels like. And I also love the column-mounted paddles. I mean, this is a CVT, so paddle shifters are really, in this car, really not going to do much for you. But it's still cool to have column-mounted paddles. They look cool and they feel, it's more fun to drive with column-mounted paddles than regular paddles. Because with column-mounted paddles, you always know where the paddles are. If you're taking like corners or something, you don't have to like look for the paddle while the wheel's like completely turned. You know what I mean? You also have navigation in this car. As you can see, it's just addicting to just keep hitting the paddles. Drives pretty nice, other than the CVT, which I'm not a fan of. It's pretty good. For this one has like 150k miles and still drives pretty well. That's impressive. Steering's really good, as I mentioned. It's pretty smooth actually, and pickup's pretty good too, as it has 290 horsepower. And if the Maxima had like the traditional automatic, it would be a lot better car in my opinion. I think the CVT definitely is its biggest weak point. Even the 2023 one I got a video on, if you watch that video, if you haven't, check it out. You'll see what I mean. With this kind of power and a pretty decent, pretty good engine, it's a shame that Nissan made it a CVT to it, especially because the Maxima's kind of like their sporty premium sedan. So it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I guess it makes sense in a Sentra or a Versa, but not in this car. But at the end of the day, most people really don't. A lot of people don't really care about that. They just want to. They don't really care about transmissions in a vehicle, things like that. They just need a car that drives decent. As I said, I do think it's pretty cool how this has heated and ventilated driver's seat. I didn't expect that. It has some decent features actually, that's for sure. You also have a heated steering wheel, and you can also put your key in this little slot. I guess if you want to have a spot to leave your key, or if the start stop button doesn't work, that's like a backup plan to start your vehicle. You have 2 center console openings. It's actually a pretty deep center console. That's kind of cool. You have like orange stitching on the seats. It's a pretty spacious sedan. The Maxima has always been like a comfortable sedan, you know. That's what the premise of it is, being a little bigger premium sedan from Nissan, right? It's really nice over here. And then, you know, it's a nice car, as I mentioned, but I really do wish that Nissan did not put a CVT in this vehicle. Because even like I don't know if the I think they discontinued the Maxima like 2 years ago, but for a long time it just had a CVT. I think putting a traditional automatic would have made the driving experience better, a lot better for sure, just because of what it is. I think the CVT is definitely good in an Altima, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter all too much for a lot of people, but to me at least it does, because I'm very particular about how a transmission reacts when I drive a vehicle. But overall, this is a nice vehicle. It's, especially a pre-owned Maxima is definitely a great option. But thank you for watching another video of Drew Drives. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and be sure to check out the link to Grubb's family dealerships in the description below if you look to shop for nice vehicles like this Maxima.